Hey everybody, it's Fat Frog, and in this video we're going to talk about the differences in crop plots in Ark Survival Evolved and how to use them. I have a separate video on irrigation, which I'll put a link to in the description at the end screen as well. So with the crop plots, we've got three different sizes as we've got laid out right over here. You don't have to put them on foundations. You can put them anywhere on relatively flat ground. And there's also the Tek Crop Plot, which we'll more talk about at the end here. The main differences in these standard crop plots is the amount of water that they can hold and the types of plants that they can grow. So with this small one over here, we can only grow the 6 types of berries. So all the different kinds we're used to, narco berries, mejo berries, stem berries, that sort of thing. Once we move up to the medium crop plot, we can start to grow vegetables. So there's 4 types of vegetables here on Ark Survival Evolved that we can grow in here. And then when we get up to the large crop plot, we can grow everything as before. So the berries, the vegetables, but we can now also grow plant species X, Y, and Z. So that's the main differences here. And then it's the amount of water. So with the small crop plot, we can only hold 200 water. We can hold 400 water here in the medium and 600 in the large crop plot. So the amount of water that they hold, however, isn't going to make a difference if you do irrigate. But if you're relying on just the rain or you're watering these things with your canteen, the amount of water that they hold is going to make a difference. So if we want to grow something in one of these crop plots, we're going to need a couple of things. We're going to need some seed, some fertilizer, and some water. So we're going to get some seed right over here with our Bronto, and you can just randomly get seeds by harvesting the different plants here. So I didn't get any over. Okay, so I've gotten some seeds in prior swipes with my tail here. So here we've got some long grass seeds, so that's one of our vegetables. We got some narco berries and some other things as well. So let's grab those seeds. We'll take a little fall damage here and run back over to our crop plots. Okay, so we're going to move over to our little crop plot over here. We're going to access its inventory, and then we are going to get stuff growing in here. So we're going to start by adding some water. So this is a small crop plot, so it only holds 200 water. We've got a canteen in here which holds 300 water. So we're going to hit the use key here on PC, which is the key E, and now we've put 200 units of water in there. So we can take our canteen out. We don't have to leave a canteen in there. So we're going to need some sort of fertilizer, so we can use fertilizer we've created. In this case, I've used dung beetles. Putting together another video on fertilizer, and then I'm just going to use some of this large feces that we've collected. And because this is a small crop plot, I can only use berries. So I'm going to drop a narco berry in there. So we should be getting ourselves a little plant. So we've got a little plant now is growing in there. It's got a narco berry seedling, and then that's really good. So we're ready to go there. We can do the same thing now over here. I think this one is non-irrigated. We've only got 11 water. So we can just dump all this water in here now, and then add a little fertilizer. And let's see, we're going to do long grass seed in this case. So you get the idea of how to do that. So I happen to be on Ragnarok, and we get plenty of rain in order for these large crop plots to just collect enough water. But we also do have irrigation here in our greenhouse. You do not need greenhouse at all to grow crops. They will just grow faster inside of a greenhouse. I've come over to a different part of my base where I have a Tek generator nearby, because we're going to need that to power our Tek crop plot. So we're going to set one over here. So the thing that's really nice about the Tek crop plot, which is pretty crazy because you're going to have to be level 104 in order to create one of these things, is this guy holds 1200 water, but it also acts with its own light source. So it does not, it gets a, 500% greenhouse effect automatically. And it's going to get that growing boost just because it's here. So we are going to plant some plant species X seed in here. I'm going to use a bunch of fertilizer. And you can see there's also a lot more slots in here for both fertilizer and the crops that it produces. And we're not irrigated here, right? Yeah. it does not just sort of self-irrigate, so we do have to add water to it. So I'll just start with some of this stuff here. So we've got our plant species X is now starting to grow. The other thing it does when you're growing vegetables or berries is it's going to refrigerate the crops that are grown, so they're not going to spoil anywhere near as fast as they will in a regular old crop plot. So in a crop plot, you're going to have to harvest those vegetables and berries and put them into a refrigerator if you want to keep them for a long time. If you want to review everything I sort of said, I put it down like in a little spreadsheet down there in the description. Also in the description, you'll find a link to those other videos that I mentioned, and also a playlist that has other how-to videos here on Ark Survival Evolved. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and as always, thank you for watching.